Hello viewers, welcome to Do It Yourself. This is Aruna. Let us continue reactive programming series. If you like this video, do like it, subscribe to my channel and share it with people who might need this topic. So in previous video we have learned what is reactive programming and traditional REST API versus reactive REST API. In this video, today we are discussing with reactive programming part 2, thread per request model. So if we can look into a thread per request model, any traditional REST API sample code snippet, let's say an employee controller where the request is handed to your dispatcher servlet, which will invoke your controller, which can look into your request mapping by using handler mapping URL, and then it is getting the URL and then a path variable using which it is going to invoke your find employee method. So we are not implementing with any service layer here. A simple example I have taken. So employee repository is a Spring Data JPA repository which have a predefined implementation for your find employee and all other CRUD operations. When we invoke a find employee method by passing with a path variable employee ID, now the thread which is allocated for your request to handle this request mapping so may enter into wait mode. So let's look into the same concept into a flow chart. So here, as soon as a request is landed for your any REST API endpoints, now your servlet container will create a thread for you. That is how the thread pool will maintain the number of requests for each thread, and then that thread is responsible to handle your request response cycle. So that thread will be calling your controller, then service layer, then DB, and then it is getting populated with your resultant values, and it is ready to give a response back to the client. But due to any reason, if your thread enters into wait mode, that is what is the limitation of our traditional REST API, which leads to blocking mode. So that is how we are going to manage with a concurrent request for the application. If we are getting, let's say, n number of requests for our application concurrently, now your application can manage up to the maximum level that a thread pool can manage. If you are using with a Tomcat container, it can manage with a thread pool of size 200 max. So now 200 threads can handle your concurrent request, but any of these threads are going to your wait mode. Again, it leads to performance issues for your application. And one more limitation is, so in a thread per request model, there is an overhead involved for JVM to handle the number of threads created and context switching between those threads. Each thread can takes up the memory, and higher the pool size, then definitely the higher the memory consumption. And maximum size here we can configure up to only 200 if it is Tomcat container. So application definitely performs poor with very less memory available. So here into application, when you configure the number of threads, maximum thread size, so if it is a Spring Boot application, Spring MVC application, you are going to configure with application.properties file or application.yaml file with the property called max thread as 200. But what if the number of requests are going beyond 200? You have reached your ceiling, that is 200. Then definitely we have to configure explicitly the load balancing feature for the application by using Docker or Kubernetes, any container orchestration. So this can be implemented in a programming style. That is how we are moving from traditional REST API to a reactive programming model, where the application is going to implement with event loop mechanism, where we are going to use fewer number of threads and we are not making our application to enter into wait state. There is no blocking mode into our application, any part of an application. So if we can look into the ideal use cases for reactive programming, so a large number of transaction processing services, especially in banking sector, where we can use with asynchronous, non-blocking and event loop mechanism applications. Notification services for a very large online e-commerce applications like Amazon, Walmart, and a trade sharing business where the share prices changes frequently. If it helps, do let me know and stay healthy. Thank you.